Good morning, great Americans. This is another great American video from the bunker in Kentucky. This is just a really quick video because I want you to think about something really, really important regarding this Trump trial in New York, which is just about to reach its end. I want you to think about this. Really, I know a little something about how courts work, and I know one thing for a fact. Across America, for many, many reasons, partially because, well, for many, many reasons, courts will always give a sort of a pass to first-time offenders, right? First-time offenders usually don't go to jail, unless it's something serious like murder or rape, and then they go to prison. But for crimes, for non-violent crimes, generally speaking, first-time offenders don't go to jail. They get a fine, they get community service or something like that. But first-time offenders never go to jail, partially because we try to be nice, to first-time offenders, give them a break, partially because of overcrowding. There's some financial interest there, but for a lot of reasons, but generally speaking. Now, let me add to that. Not only that, but first-time offenders for nonviolent crimes who are just old, like almost 80 years old, and Trump is 77. Those kind of first-time offenders never go to prison. You don't take a first-time offender of a nonviolent crime who's almost 80 years old and send them to jail. That never happens, ever, 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 okay? I want you to remember that. And let's add more to that, all right? We're talking New York, a state where all sorts of offenders, even violent offenders, are not even prosecuted, right? So forget Trump and his personality for a minute. Consider a first-time offender, nonviolent crime, in the state of New York, where people are let go all the time, and almost 80 years old, 77 years old, a nonviolent money, where there was no victim, and we're not even going to address the fact for the second that these charges are all trumped up and fake, and they're not even real. There's not even a real crime. Well, let's put that aside for a second. Well, for the sake of discussion, we'll say that he's actually guilty of something. First-time offender, old man, nonviolent crime, state of New York, you would never, no judge would ever, ever, ever send someone like that to jail. So I tell you this now, if this judge finds a way to put handcuffs on Trump and take him away to jail, and put him in jail, you will know that a travesty of justice has taken place in the United States of America. Even if you're a Democrat and you don't like Trump, you have to admit in a case like that this would be a travesty of justice. If Trump is taken to jail, that is the final nail in the coffin of proof that this judge is corrupt. He has broken every rule in this trial, and he has only had one interest in mind throughout the entire thing, and that is to do the bidding of his Democrat masters and his Nazi George Soros funder, and that is to put Trump in jail for the election so they can interfere with the election. Because as I said, and forgive me for repeating myself over and over, but as I said, first-time offender, nonviolent crime, state of New York, old man, 80. If it was anybody else, a judge would never dream of putting such a person behind bars, ever. Right? He'd give him a fine, community service, or something. So you will know if Trump ends up behind bars, you will know what has really happened. A Nazi, fascist, interference of the election, controlled from the very top, Biden, funded by George Soros, a foreigner who he's not even an American citizen, interfering with your elections. And even if you're a Democrat and you're not voting for Trump, you cannot be okay with that. That is the end. You know, the left always talks about the end of democracy, the end of democracy. This is the end of democracy and liberty and the rule of law. So you just think about that. I hope as many people as possible see this video before the deliberations are done and the verdict comes down and then they do sentencing. So in closing, please visit my website and please sign up for our discussion forums. Links to both of them are in the description of this video. And I will see you in the next great American video. Adios, muchachos.